Hey, what's up everybody? Jonathan from Descent Athletics here, and today we're going to talk about 10 things that you can do outside of the gym to make your 1 hour here better. So as a gym owner, I get weird looks all the time whenever I say that fitness is free, and I truly mean that. What you pay for with the other guys is access to the gym. If you come to Descent Athletics, what you're paying for is coaching. That means that we need to guide you and help you how to better promote and provide for the other 23 hours that you're outside of the gym. So without further ado, let's look at 10 things you can do today outside of the gym to work on your fitness. Number one, 5 minutes of movement first thing in the morning. This doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to jump on an elliptical or anything like that. Wake up in the morning, touch your toes 10 times, do some air squats, take your hands up overhead, move your body 5 minutes, get that blood flowing. You'll feel way better the rest of the day. Number two, this kind of goes along with number one, but let's walk 30 minutes a day. If that can be done in one time, awesome. Get you a nice 30-minute walk, super helpful after work, doing different things to kind of make that transition from work to your personal life. If that doesn't work, another really good thing is every time we eat, we're gonna walk for 10 minutes. That's gonna promote digestion. It's also gonna keep us from snacking, because if every time I eat, I have to go walk 10 minutes, if I'm eating 4 or 5 snacks a day, man, I'm starting to walk upwards of an hour. Number three, we're gonna stand at work or sit correctly. Probably stand at work. As someone who loves fitness, I love working out, I try to work on all these different core things and all this. As soon as I sit down, my posture goes terrible. It is something that I work on, but it is very hard to fix. What is a lot easier, I think, to fix is just get you a stand-up option at work. I realize that not everybody has like the stand-up desk and stuff like that. I have, in the past, set up a cardboard box on top of my desk or at top of my table at home so that I could stand. You can do it if you really want to. Number four, we're gonna consume 0 liquid sugars. This means Gatorade, all these sports performance drinks, probably the smoothie that's so healthy for you. If our goal is to lose weight, if I want to make myself smaller, I'm not gonna consume any liquid calories. No liquid calories at all, no protein shakes, no anything like that. I'm going to try to get everything from whole food. I fluctuate 15 to 20 pounds throughout the year. Whenever I'm trying to get up, whenever I want to gain weight, the first thing I do is start making fruit smoothies, because that is the easiest way for me to start putting on the pounds. Number five, we're gonna completely remove or at least limit processed foods. This is nearly everything in a wrapper. Basically, if you can't hunt it, gather it, or grow it, we probably shouldn't eat it. Now obviously there are treats, we can do things like that. We don't want to go completely crazy, only eating like healthy, clean foods. There's actually some science or research showing that that's, can also lead to some pretty bad things. But I want to at least limit the amount of processed foods that I eat. You'll never go wrong with meat, veggies, fruit. If you eat those 3 things and make the 80% of your eating from that, you'll be good to go. Number 6, eat more protein. Nearly every nutrition client that I work with, as soon as we start looking at what they're eating on a day-to-day basis, no one eats enough protein. Part of that is because I believe that the FDA guidelines for how much protein we should eat isn't correct. I think it's a very low number. It's not just from me, it's from super smart people out there. How we should do this is we make protein a priority. It's gonna do quite a few things for us. As we get older, our bone density starts to go down. Our muscles actually start to atrophy and go away just with the aging process. So eating protein, keeping those building blocks and everything in your body is gonna help you have more lean mass to buffer the effects of aging as we go forward. The second thing that it's going to do is it's going to help us overall limit or lower the amount of calories that we have. If I'm putting a priority on protein, I'm making sure that I hit my number every day. That's removing carbs and fat, those energy sources from my diet, probably making me eat less calories in total with the satiety that comes from eating protein. All in all, it's a big win. Where should you start? I would say 0.8 grams per pound of body weight is the bare minimum. You have to at least get that. I would try to push, like me myself, I try to go for 1 gram to 1.2 grams per body weight, per pound of body weight. And that is super helpful. Not lean mass, total body weight. Number 7, stop eating at least 2 hours before bed. You may not notice it, maybe you're a late night snacker and all this different stuff. Your body having to send resources to digest is, maybe you still fall asleep, but you could get better sleep. It's probably preventing you from getting that real deep sleep early on in the night. Once we miss that window to be able to get deep sleep, it's gone for the night. Now we're gonna hope we can catch some REM on the other half of it. But if we would just stop eating 2 hours before bed, it's going to, one, probably help a lot of your late night snacking, which might be an issue, and two, it's going to allow you to get better, deeper sleep. Which goes to number 8, let's give ourselves 7 to 9 hours in bed. It's easy to say like, well, I sleep, 6 hours a night, 7 hours a night. Like, would you sleep that long, or are you laying in bed for that long? Because it's hard to really put a number on how long, you're sleeping. What is your latency to fall asleep? How many times are you waking up? And if you're like waking up and checking your phone to see these numbers, you're probably doing more damage than good. So a rule that we try to follow in our household is giving ourselves at least 8 hours to lay in bed. If you do that long enough, you kind of pattern that, the sleep part will come, and it'll become easier and easier to do. Number 9, we're going to minimize our screen time 2 hours until bed. So meaning I'm not going to be staring at my phone, on a laptop working. I get the blue light glasses thing. If you have them, put them on. This to me is a lot more about turning off that productive mind. If I can turn off the busy mind and I can start to unwind, about 2 hours or so before bed, by the time this window comes up for me to go to bed, I'm able to drift off a little bit easier instead of laying there and thinking about all the things I have to do tomorrow, all the things I didn't get done today, all that rat race stuff that gets caught in our head as we lay down and try to go to sleep. So minimizing screen time 2 hours until bed. I will kind of for myself, we try not to work, we try not to be on our phones. We will watch TV, we will do items like that. I think if you can throw in the blue light glasses, have something that's going to relax you, maybe not like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we'll be good to go there. Finally, number 10, practice gratitude and meditation. I put practice on this one probably just to show that like it's something that I'm not very good at, but it is something I really try to do. Our day-to-day lives, especially as you start to get older, I turned 30 this year, the monotony of day-to-day life can really wear you down. What I found helps with that and making every day seem a little bit different is trying to be grateful for someone or maybe something. Someone works a lot better for me. If I can get out of my head while I'm doing my 5 minutes of movement, get those juices flowing, I want to think about someone that has helped me, someone that I maybe like, not that I've shunned them, but I don't show enough appreciation to, and I'll try to send them a text, maybe write something, maybe I never get anything over to them, but thinking those thoughts, trying to be grateful for the things that we have goes a long way. Meditation. This can be done quite a few different ways. A lot of people make the claim of like, oh, like exercise is my meditation. That's awesome, I fully agree with you. But if you haven't sat down and tried to just meditate for meditation's sake on its own, I don't think you fully understand what you're taking over into the exercise piece of it. If you've also never tried to sit down for 5 minutes and meditate, try to only think about your breath, try to not allow thoughts and different things to come in, hopefully you're like me and realize that you have very little control over thoughts entering your brain. And that's kind of an eye-opening thing. We think that we run everything. It's our brains and our thoughts, like we create all of them. That's not necessarily true, and especially if you've ever been in like a bad, like maybe a like depressed state or anything like that, those thoughts can start to get ugly. And it's important, I think, to know that those thoughts don't define you. You are not your thoughts, you are you. So these are 10 things that we can do outside of the gym with those other 23 hours to be able to come in and crush it. How does that work, right? How are we doing these 10 things to make our exercise or our workouts better? It's really simple. Whenever you come see us in the gym, or you go to any of your gym for your hour-long workout, you are stressing your body. Like, oh, I go to work out and it like makes me less stressed. 100%, it probably does. But understand that you are putting yourself into a stressful situation. If we keep doing that, we keep hammering on that, stress, 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 we're not practicing any of these other things. We go to work, we're stressed out. We come here, we stress our bodies. We get on the highway and commute, it's stressful. We have to have a release. We have to be able to let all of that steam go into recovery. As soon as we start recovering, then we're going to be able to actually enhance our fitness instead of coming in and just kicking our own asses every day. That's it. Those are my 10 things. I hope this helps. Would love to hear from you if you have any other items that you add in to make sure you really crush your 1 hour in the gym.